Hi everyone, this is Jayden Spence music once again. It is incredibly hot in Australia at the moment. I've had a big weekend. It's been my partner's 21st birthday. It's been my nephew's first birthday. So, I've been an uncle for 1 year now, basically. And he's 1 year old. He's got no idea what's going on, but he was having the time of his life today. Had band practice today. More on that in future. A little something cooking up. But I thought I need to talk about some stuff. I have been trying to rediscover some music that I listened to lots, even like as a kid. Obviously going back to like a lot of metal and revisiting a lot of like metal bands that I grew up listening to and bands that like parents got me on. So I've been trying to listen to like Stone Sour. Obviously I'm going to see Slipknot soon. They were a big part of my childhood. Rediscover some of those other bands that I liked. But a really obscure kind of thing that I think maybe a lot of people will either expect heavily or not expect at all is Miike Snow. Now, I never really went down a big rabbit hole of like Miike Snow. But if you don't know who Miike Snow is, he's this guy. So, he's pretty cool. And I really like that song. But that's like one of his more poppy songs. It's got such a good music video. But that was not my introduction to Miike Snow. My introduction to Miike Snow came from a game, I think it was called 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa, something like that. I'm going to put an image of it there. But it was on the Wii. And that was where I first heard this song that I'm going to talk about. And then I also discovered that song later down the track in a game that I played the ever-living crap out of when I was much younger. And that was Gran Turismo 6. And there's only one song that's in both of those games. And that is a song called In Search Of. I don't know what it is about this song, but I really liked it. I think it's just got this weird trancey thing to it. I noticed something about this song today. And I don't know if anyone else has talked about it, but I want to really dive into it because I had always just kind of listened to it. I've got to clean my glasses while talking, I apologize. But I had always listened to this song and never really thought twice about it. It's just like when you listen to music, it's just the way that it is. But when you start writing your own music and you learn music theory and you train your ear a little bit, it ruins music for you, as in like you can still love music, but you're psychoanalyzing it half the time. And from psychoanalyzing this song, there's something rhythmically weird about this song, and I don't know if I'm listening to the song wrong, but this is the way that I listen to the song, and I want to see if anyone else does. So we're over here in, of course, the industry standard Pro Tools. As you can see, I've already moved it. I've got a click track that's going at the tempo of the song. And then I've got the song just playing normally. Alright, so there's our one. As you can see, there's our one there. So what we've got is what I'll do is I've got this click track going once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one is a 1. So I want you to try and go along with me on this. But you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So this, and you might see what I mean before I even have to explain it. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is living long enough to be forgiven for the bones I broke? I had to make a living.
As the kick comes in there, you're probably already noticing something weird. If you follow the chord changes, all of the chord changes kind of insinuate actually the 3. So watch what happens when we move this song 2 beats off. So we're going to have a 2-beat count in. Watch what happens here. So as you can see, now the song has picked up the next part of the structure on the 3, but when you're listening to it, it feels right. So it almost feels like no matter whether you listen to the start of the song as the 1 or to the start of the song as the 3 and the chord changes on the 1, feels off, doesn't it? What's interesting, we're starting on the 1, right? If we're starting on the 1 as the start of the song, so 1, 2, 3, 4, the 1 is... So we're not following the chord changes. This is the first verse, starting on the 1.
Is living long enough to be forgiven for the bones I broke? I had to make a living.
I don't know if you caught that. I just realized it started raining heavily. So what you will in fact find is that the verse follows the beats and the build-ups, right? So all the build-ups are on the 1, presuming that the 1 is the start of the song. But if the song starts on the 3, then this chorus makes way more sense to follow the chord changes. You'll see what I mean. So even though technically the 1 would start here, we're going to start a little bit beforehand. Once again, we're going 1, 2, 3. 3 is where all of the changes happen. So I'm going to count again, and you'll see that all the parts in the song seem to change on the 3 if we count this way. So as you can see, that almost feels wrong, right? But it seems to make more sense rhythmically. I'm going to show you another thing. Have a listen for yourselves. Maybe close your eyes. And I'm going to turn off the metronome and see how it feels. I'm going to start the song on the 1. And I'm going to let you guys... I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to turn off the metronome. And I want to see how you feel the music. Do you think you're following the 1... as when everything moves, or do you think you find the 1 where the lead melody and the chord changes are?
Is living long enough to be forgiven for the bones I broke? I had to make a living.
as you can see, every new part of the song, it's following everyone when they first write songs, and even years down the track, so many of the most famous songs of all time. They do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they start the next part. But it almost feels like everything comes in on the 3, even though everything is actually technically coming in on the 1 if we're taking the 1 as the start of the song. So it's really interesting to just see. I mean, this is something that is like so simple. I wouldn't say it's anywhere near like groundbreaking. It's so simple, and yet it's something that we don't see very often, and I think it's implemented so well in this song. And I think this is, I don't know, it depends. I'm not a Mike Snow fan per se as much as I am just a fan of this song. This doesn't seem to be like a big song of Mike Snow. But this is like a song that really speaks to me, and I don't know if it speaks to other people, but this is something that I just discovered today, and I think it's super cool, and I wanted to share it. So like maybe give you a songwriting idea if you're writing a song or producing something. How to do something different, that way it's kind of like it doesn't feel like everything else. Maybe that's why this song kind of spoke to me, because it doesn't sound like anything else I've heard that's in this like trancey subgenre. I'm going to take off from here. It's super hot, and there's lots of thunder around, and the power might go out again while recording, and I don't want that to happen. I'm going to have to edit this properly. But I want everyone to take care, look after yourselves, stay safe. It's a crazy world out there at the moment.